Listen to me very carefully, my child. Do not rush past this moment. Do not treat this like something ordinary. God impressed this message with urgency, and somehow through all the noise, through all the distractions it reached you. That is not random. There is a reason your eyes are on these words right now. There is a reason your spirit feels stirred, even if you cannot fully explain it. Pause for just a moment. Take a breath. Because what you are about to receive is not just information, it is alignment. In the spirit, something was revealed clear, undeniable, and powerful. Your divine wealth has already been approved. Not maybe. Not someday. Not if things work out. Approved. Stamped. Sealed. Recorded. In heaven, your name is attached to something greater than you have ever experienced before. Resources, ideas, favor, connections, restoration, peace, things you have prayed for in silence have already been set aside for you. But there is something you must understand. There is a condition. This is where many people miss it. Heaven can release something, but if there is no agreement on earth, it remains untouched. And as I prayed, I heard urgency, not calm, not distant but urgent. Warn them. Because there are moments in life that look ordinary on the outside, but carry eternal weight. And this is one of those moments. I saw something. A vision. An angel stood holding what looked like a radiant ledger, a book of destiny. It was glowing with light, alive, powerful. Names were written in it, not in ink, but in something that looked like fire and light combined. And your name was there. Clear. Bright. Impossible to miss. But then something shifted. Dark shapes moved in, not peacefully, not subtly but with intention. They reached toward that name, trying to distort it, blur it, erase what had already been approved. Understand this. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is a spiritual battle. You are standing at a turning point. Not just financially. Not just emotionally. But spiritually, generationally, purposefully. What God is releasing is not small. It is not temporary. It is not surface level. It is something that will affect your life, and the lives connected to you. Your family. Your future. Your legacy. And that is why the resistance has been so strong. Think about it. Why has your mind felt so overwhelmed lately? Why has distraction been louder than usual? Why has doubt crept in at the exact moment things should be improving? It's not random. The enemy does not fight what is empty. He fights what is valuable. And right now, he is trying to make you treat this moment like every other message you've scrolled past. Because if he can get you to ignore this, he can get you to miss what has already been released. But you didn't scroll. You didn't leave. You're still here. And that matters more than you realize. Because heaven does not move randomly. There is always timing. There is always intention. There is always purpose. And this moment was arranged. You've been through seasons where you gave when you barely had enough. You stayed faithful when nobody was watching. You kept going when it would have been easier to quit. You prayed prayers that nobody else heard. You carried burdens silently. And heaven saw all of it. Every tear. Every sacrifice. Every act of obedience. Recorded. Accounted for. Remembered. And now, the verdict has been released. Approved. Let the transfer begin. But listen carefully. This is not just about money. This is about restoration. Everything that felt delayed. Everything that felt stolen. Everything that made you question your worth. God is restoring. And not just restoring. Multiplying. Refining. Protecting. Yet here is the truth most people never understand. Heaven can say yes. But if earth does not respond, nothing manifests. This is why your response matters. Faith is not passive. Faith responds. Faith agrees. Faith moves. Even something as simple as a spoken word, "I receive," is not small. It is alignment. It is agreement. It is activation. Right now, there is a spiritual transaction happening. Not visible to the natural eye, but very real. Your name is attached to it. Your story is connected to it. Your obedience is tied to it. And heaven is waiting. Not to decide, but to confirm your agreement. Why now? Because this is an appointed time. There are moments in life when everything shifts. Not gradually, but suddenly. This is one of those moments. You may have felt it already. That quiet knowing. That inner stirring. That sense that something is about to change. You weren't imagining it. Your spirit was recognizing alignment. But whenever heaven releases something significant, there is resistance. Because the enemy understands something. If you step fully into what God has approved, you become dangerous. Not in a negative way, but powerful, focused, aligned, effective. And that threatens everything that was meant to keep you stuck. That is why the battle intensified. That is why things felt heavy. That is why confusion increased. But hear this clearly. You are not under attack because you are weak. You are under attack because you are close. Close to breakthrough. Close to clarity. Close to fulfillment. Close to stepping into something that will shift your life. And most people stop right there. At the threshold. Right before everything changes. But you didn't. You're still here. Still reading. Still listening. Still open. And that tells me something powerful. You are ready. Now listen carefully. There is a pattern, what I call a spiritual code. Not a formula. Not something mechanical. But a pattern heaven responds to. Obedience. Declaration. Alignment. First, obedience. When God nudges you, respond. Even if it seems small. Even if it doesn't make sense yet. Every major shift in destiny starts with a single step of obedience. Second, declaration. Your words matter more than you think. What you speak shapes what you step into. Stop speaking from lack when heaven has already approved abundance. Third, alignment. Your thoughts, your actions, and your words must agree. You cannot declare blessing but live in fear. You cannot ask for purpose but avoid responsibility. Alignment unlocks flow. Now understand something even deeper. You are not alone in this process. There are assignments happening beyond what you can see. Angels are not symbolic. They are active. They are moving. They are carrying out instructions connected to your life. Doors are being arranged. People are being positioned. Opportunities are being prepared. Protection is being established. But there is a trigger. Agreement. The moment you align, things begin to move faster. And what is coming is not random blessing. It is intentional, strategic, purpose-driven. This is not just about your comfort. This is about your calling. Because what God places in your hands is meant to flow through you, to impact others, to build something greater than yourself. That is why this matters so much. You are not just stepping into provision. You are stepping into responsibility, into influence, into assignment. And from this moment forward, you cannot live the same way. No more drifting. No more ignoring purpose. No more delaying what you know you are called to do. Because your decisions now carry generational impact. What you build now will outlive you. So stay aware. Stay aligned. Stay focused. Because the enemy will still try. Fear will speak loudly. Doubt will whisper quietly. Distraction will pull subtly. But you must answer with truth, with alignment, with consistency. From this moment forward, let this become your rhythm. Every morning agreement. Every night gratitude. Speak life. Walk in confidence. Act with purpose. And watch what happens. Because when heaven releases, and earth agrees, nothing can stop what unfolds. This is your moment. Your turning point. Your alignment.